Daisy, right now Fred Kowalski is a Brownsville defense attorney, but 14 years ago he was a hospital administrator for Operation Desert Storm. Today Kowalski and other veterans are sharing their unique stories with the world. Monuments stand across the nation to honor those who fought for this country, those who fought for our freedom. Now surviving soldiers are sharing their war stories through the Veterans History Project of the American Folklife Center at the Library of Congress.
They're recording this for people to see years from now, and it's a good way to let the public know what soldiers go through.
Veterans across the valley were invited Saturday to meet with certified court reporters who recorded the anecdotes and first-hand experiences of veterans from World War II to those who fought in the current war in Afghanistan. Veteran Fred Kowalski was stationed in Saudi Arabia during the Gulf War, also known as Operation Desert Storm. His main task was bag and tag. He had to write down every little detail of how the soldiers looked and what they had on them when they died.
They were all torn. I mean, their legs were like spiraled, their arms, their helmet inside their brain, their eyes out. You know, it was really bad. It was really bad. And I didn't like to see that. But I mean, we worked there.
For 4 months, that was Fred's daily job. He was in charge of noting the soldiers' remains, including their last words to loved ones.
You have to record everything. So if I had to record a letter and I had to read it because to see what it was. That letter from this soldier to his wife saying that he was going to go back in a few months, and I knew that he was not going to go back. He was dead.
After 4 years in the military, Fred decided to follow the goals he set out to achieve way before joining the Army, but without forgetting his experiences.
It educated me. It made me more compassionate, and I told myself I'm going to study. And I went through 4 years of college right after.
The military paid for his education, and Fred became a lawyer.
Defending people in the Army with patience, you know, helping them out, and now we help people. I mean, there's different ways of helping people.
Fred tells Action 4 that he will never forget what he lived through in the Army or all those faces of the soldiers who didn't make it back home.
It's always here. It's always here in your mind, you know, what you went through and what you saw there, you know.
Fred's father, who served in the Korean conflict, also shared his stories 3 years ago in the Veterans History Project. Fred's daughter might soon follow, since she is also a soldier who served 3 tours in Afghanistan. In the studio, Valeria Ponte, Action 4 News.